are enough. You have nothing to prove to anyone. You know, I can't tell you how much I wish I could just say the right words to you for you to just get it about how much worth and value you have, how amazing and beautiful you are, how strong and courageous and good you are. But I can't say the magic words. Instead, you get to take self-leadership over yourself and sort out the lies and the truth, and be willing to actively embrace the truth and reject the lies and do the work until that powerful, peaceful revelation that you love and accept yourself really grows inside of you. Self-acceptance is so different from living in trauma. It's a beautiful, calming, peaceful way to live, where we know that our struggles are from bad things that happen to us, not because we are bad. We naturally encourage ourselves and validate ourselves and honor our feelings. And we know and accept who we are. We just don't even fight it. The good, the bad, our weaknesses, our strengths, our pain, our joy. Self-acceptance and knowing our value is a big part of how we heal and how we build resilience, which is the ability to bounce back from really difficult situations. So let me ask you a question. Is there someone in your life that you're trying to prove yourself to? Your husband, if you're still married, your friends, your family, a pastor, a boss, coworker, God, yourself? And what are you trying to prove? Are you still trying to prove that you're worthy of being loved by your husband, by your parents, by a toxic friend or a toxic sibling, by God, or by yourself? Are you still trying to prove that you were right about the abuse to people who will never, ever, ever get it? Are you still trying to prove that you're smart enough or worthy enough or lovable enough or that you're just enough all around? Have you hidden yourself away and you're tired of trying to prove anything, but you're still hiding because you don't think you measure up? So imagine for a moment what it would feel like to just inherently feel like you are enough, just as you are. What would it be like to live in unlimited self-compassion for what you've been through, what you're still struggling with, to believe in yourself and be proud that you're still standing, to treat yourself like you would the most special person in your life, with grace and respect and love, to stop pursuing perfection and accept your imperfections, to not look to performance or appearance for your self-worth, to know that you're beloved of God and accepted as you are. Doesn't that sound peaceful? So how do we get there? Well, along with the trauma healing, we usually go through these three stages. I'm not enough, I've had enough, and I am enough. So, I'm not enough. Well, this stage, whether we got this way through the abusive marriage or if we came into the marriage already feeling this way, living in this I'm not enough place, keeps us trying to prove ourselves to others. It's a place of feeling a lot of shame about who we are, and no confidence, no self-worth. We give away our power and our self-determination thinking that we have to do something or achieve something or be something different to be enough. We're kind of living in a childlike state of, do you like me? And we get trapped trying to prove ourselves to people who really aren't even worthy of it. Our abusive husband, or sexist pastors and elders, or toxic friends and family. And these people don't know what real love and acceptance is. They don't know that unconditional love that gives freedom, that encourages, that is forgiving and never controlling or judging. Jesus is love. They don't know it. Then the next stage is, I've had enough. Well, this is a very empowering place to be. We stand up for ourselves. We make some great changes in our lives, like leaving our abuser, detaching from other toxic people. And we start to get to let go of their approval. of what they think is acceptable for us to think and do and be. And all those false things we look to feel good about ourselves. You know, that shifting sand. There was actually like this constricting box. So this is a place, I've had enough, where we stop being controlled by others and their opinions of us, and we live for what we believe and what God tells us. It's the doorway to freedom, but it's actually not freedom itself. So it is a place we need to move beyond. And as empowering and necessary as this stage is, it's not sustainable because it's a place of defensiveness and self-protection. And you know, many people live here forever after they leave an abuser because they don't get to full healing. And when we stay in this place, our walls are pretty high. So we can seem to other people to be unapproachable or unsafe or harsh or even not very compassionate because we're protecting ourselves. And the problem is we're living afraid. We see abusers and you know, narcissists everywhere. We respond with fear to any possibility of somebody being unsafe. We misinterpret genuine mistakes for malicious intent. We keep ourselves isolated and we just don't risk trusting. And I want better for you. It's the third stage. That's I am enough. This is the place of freedom and ease. We live as a person who is allowed to have opinions and choices. We live in our own story. As Brené Brown says, you either walk inside your story and own it, or you stand outside your story and hustle for your worthiness. In this place, we accept and express who we are. We're able to make decisions for ourselves, mistakes and all, no matter what other people think. We tolerate other people's disapproval, their criticism, their rejection, even abandonment, because we've accepted ourselves and God's opinion of us and who we are in Christ. And we've put how God sees us and how we see ourselves above other people's criticisms. And when we interact with a toxic person, we aren't afraid because we know we can figure it out and be safe. So in this place, we're able to stand on our own 2 feet, and we can accept other people's love and strength and their no strings attached help. It's actually finally growing up, trusting our own heart and accepting the amazing love of Jesus.